wave at the camera, please?
Hello, you.
Alright. Game of Thrones was a wildly popular show on HBO that was watched by millions. Most of us spent 2 years waiting impatiently for season 8 to begin. Hopes were high, but many of us were left feeling unsatisfied, like it was rushed to the end. Today we'll be discussing the topic at hand, which is why Brandon Broken should not be king. Rule of the Seven Kingdoms was established under one ruler by Aegon the Conqueror. Rule of the Seven Kingdoms by a non-Targaryen was established by Robert Baratheon. Tyrion pointed out that Bran had a good story, and that ties people together. But does he have a good story? Bran was pretty much carried through the whole show. He didn't do anything or risk anything beyond episode 1, season 1. He was carried everywhere by others, and all the risk was taken on by the others. Bran repeatedly violated the mind of a mentally handicapped person, starting in season 1. Bran, it turned out, was the person who actually handicapped the mentally handicapped man, who he repeatedly violated, which we found out in season 6. Another point, after Bran became the Three-Eyed Raven, he knew what was going to happen. He saw the burning of King's Landing. We saw his vision in season 6, where the dragon was flying over King's Landing. He knew what was going to happen. He did nothing to stop it, so that he could become king. He allowed millions to die for nothing. Within his first few minutes of being voted king, he handed over control of the biggest kingdom in the Seven Kingdoms to his sister. They completely seceded. They were separate. He's no longer the ruler of the Seven Kingdoms. Now everyone can just break off and it's fine. The North makes up over half of the Seven Kingdoms. So, if Bran is not going to be the ruler of the Seven Kingdoms, who is? I propose Sansa. Sansa already effectively rules the North. At the vote, she is the representative of the North. She's the representative of half of the Seven Kingdoms, population and space-wise. Sansa has family ties and political ties to other kingdoms. She is related to the ruler of the Vale. She is related to the ruler of Riverrun. So she has these ties built in. And that helps keep kingdoms together. She's got the political know-how to rule the Seven Kingdoms. She spent her formative years learning from the brightest political minds in Westeros. She learned from Cersei. She learned from Littlefinger. She learned from all these people, the good and the bad. She is shown to be planning for a siege, planning for a long winter in season 8. She's making sure they have enough food, she's making sure her men are protected. She's planning for these things like an effective ruler should. So she has experience with ruling. She has advisors that she can trust. She has Tyrion. He could once again be hand of the queen. He has proven experience being a strong hand. He's proven himself. He would be wonderful. Brienne could be Lord Commander of the Queen's Guard, which would also allow her to keep her promise to Cat to guard her daughters, unlike she is with Bran. And who would be a better master of whisperers than Bran? The guy who knows everything. The guy who would make a terrible ruler, but would make a wonderful master of whisperers. So Sansa could have all of these advisors at her disposal to be a really just and fair and wonderful queen. So would we expect Sansa to move to King's Landing? Why? It's gone. Winterfell could be the seat of power for the seven kingdoms. Why not? It's strong, it's well protected. Move the capital to Winterfell. So, we've seen reasons why Bran would be a bad choice for king, why Sansa would be a good choice for queen. Sansa would be a wise and competent ruler for the seven kingdoms. She would have the advisors, she would have the know how to rebuild, and to allow the seven kingdoms and its people to flourish. Thank you.